held high.
Here we can see the Germans invading Poland.
Larry's got his sinister man with a Terminator eye.
Dancing thing to make me rich. Watch the nearest fight.
Larry's laying down his terms. If I win, you got to give me all the vodka.
I think this is impossible.
He'll die before he gives Larry the vodka.
This is mine. Mine.
I gotta stick with Mr. Duck on this one.
I don't know how to root for. I mean, it's the Germans.
I don't know anything about Larry's ability in this game.
Got us. Fight. The power army is gone.
Scaring Larry away from that point.
That's a victory spot, that
Orcs have a pretty distinctive Tier 1 advantage over Imperial Guard. The Sentinel just stomped on the War Boss, who was in the process of stomping the Guardsman. Counter-stomping. Those Orcs are pretty close to dying.
Yeah, Mr. Duck Slugger Boys might.
No, the Sluggers are running.
Mr. Duck wouldn't let that happen.
Sentinel can easily win against the Shooter boys there. Oh, those Shooters might get wiped. Nah, not with Guardsmen. The War Boss, on the other hand,
Still an uncapped victory point in the corner there.
yeah, that's Mr. Duck's victory point. The quote-unquote native point. Larry's got a second guard squad moving up. No power yet. Neither of them. Oh, Larry just upgraded his generator.
There's only one requisition point left uncapped.
And that's one of Mr. Duck. So Larry's ahead in resources. Mr. Duck's exhausted on resources from reinforcing.
He seems to be making some looters.
Is that it?
Looks like he's planning to pickpocket Larry.
On this map, I don't know how much loot is going to help him.
Good idea! You're so cunning and masterful.
He's upgrading something on his war boss.
They shoot intruder stuff.
No, he's buying big shooters, never mind.
Boy, you got us.
He's getting some more Slugger Boys.
Big shooters will have no problem gunning down the Guardsman squad. He's targeting the Sentinel still, though. Larry currently controls every victory point.
Not looking good for Mr. Duck here. But fortunately for Mr. Duck, this doesn't count towards the actual tournament.
No, the tournament is over.
It's over.
For today.
Oh, I thought you meant it was over, as in
No.
somebody won.
Mr. Duck, there's still 4 people who have to compete tomorrow.
Larry is complaining about a sticky situation.
Sticky selection. He tried to retreat his guard squad, but he couldn't select them.
Larry has not cleaned his keyboard in a long time.
I wonder what he's been doing. He spilled vodka on it. That's it. It was vodka.
Yeah.
Shifty looking.
General German things.
He also was probably looking at that famous German porn.
He also lost a lot of his squad.
Yeah, I lost the guard squad, so he's rebuilding it. Mr. Duck currently has the forces lead.
Yeah, Mr. Duck's getting those points back.
Because Mr. Duck hasn't lost anything. Larry's lost a squad of guardsmen. Larry's
Mr.
ahead
Duck-
in the resource game, though, because Mr. Duck has still no power.
Yeah.
That's the best you can do.
Mr. Duck needs to get his points back, though. Or he needs to start sapping Larry's points.
He's got 2, so he's winning right on that.
A Sentinel's scaring them away.
Sentinel has no problem shooting those guys to death.
Nah. What could the orcs do to get rid of that sentinel?
Big shooters or storm boys.
Now, boss.
He just needs to bait the stomp.
He's got 2 squads of shooter boys. Only one of them's got big shooters.
He just doesn't have enough power because he has no generators.
Oh, they're moving in. Oh, Mr. Duck has 2 generators.
He's got 2 generators now, but Larry's has had 3 for a while. Larry is way ahead in power.
Yeah, he's got the early lead.
Getting a power thingy.
Looks like
Oh,
Mr. Duck's
Larry's
got the
tearing up.
Obsidian. Yeah. Unfortunately, he doesn't know Mr. Duck can or will be able to for a while.
Hey, he's losing that.
Mr. Duck is currently losing a war of attrition. That's the problem with fighting the Imperial Guard. They're very good at attrition. When in doubt, throw more men at it.
Right, sparking now, boss.
Yeah, he managed to capture that point, but unfortunately Larry's just taking this other point over here, so they're just switching.
They just traded sides.
I think at least this one up here will be easier for Mr. Duck to defend.
Oh, Larry's in full retreat.
He has almost hit tier 2 though. He'll be able to.
Larry doesn't have any resources right now.
They know we don't mean these orcs.
Not at the moment.
Another way, son.
Mr. Duck's currently taking the map. Oh, he's running to Larry's base guns.
Chased him a little too far.
Oh, Larry's getting a Chimera. He can fuck up Mr. Duck pretty badly now.
Yep.
What I got?
Chimera will have no problem rolling through that orc wall.
It's not looking good for Mr. Duck.
There'll be hordes and hordes of us soon enough.
He's just started going to tier 2.
The only chance he'll have to kill the Chimera is if he can pin it in Slugga Boys. And I'll be right back real quick.
Larry is capturing that victory point again. Trying to hold off the orcs in the center. But it looks like the orcs are going to be pushing them back. Yep, Larry's falling back again.
Got stacker for one and all.
That Chimera's hit the field though. Yep, this is not going to end well.
They know we don't mean these orcs.
Chimera is just tearing up the orc forces. Unfortunate for Mr. Duck. He's breaking my heart right now.
Units ready, boss.
Oh dear.
Those are some dying boys.
Yep. The Chimera is tearing through the orcs.
Hey, better retreat his war boss or he's dead. No, he's dead. No, Mr. Duck!
Mr. Duck, you're dropping the ball!
Germany has proved its superior armor against the Polish cavalry.
It's breaking my heart, Mr. Duck. You're breaking it in 2.
Zog, he's losing up.
Larry is demonstrating the power of the Blitzkrieg. Oh, Mr. Duck's getting himself a Killican.
Is that going to help against the Chimera?
Yes, it could counter the Chimera.
You could have a chance to get back. Larry has the least amount of points now, right?
Yeah, Larry's got 256 or 59 left. So Larry's gonna need to go on the defensive.
Mr. Duck's not out of this yet. That killer can is wow, that is charging out of his base. That is speed.
It's got places to go, things to see.
So much to see, so much to do.
Oh, he's gonna lose his other shooter boy squad. Oh, Larry has a last cannon. Larry was ready.
Oh,
This
fuck.
is over.
That killer can is dead before it's even begun. He needs to retreat it. He needs to
Yeah,
get
there's
out.
not. It did not. Once he was in the range of the last cannon, it was over.
That is unfortunate.
He would have been better off with tank busters.
That is really unfortunate. To say, oh, Mr. Duck does not have any victory points right now.
Mr. Duck also just lost the Slugger Squad. He should have upgraded his Ludas to... Oh, Larry just executed one of his Ludas! Should have upgraded his Ludas to, Beamy Death Gun, so that he could have killed the Chimera with it.
It's not looking good.
We've got 300 points left.
I like how I have the Orc announcer, but Imperial Guard music is playing.
Yeah, just heard the orc guy. We have 300 points left. I'm under 300 points now.
A new type of death gun, is it?
Oh, now he's finally getting the Beamy Death Gun.
What that is?
Flanking Larry right now.
He's getting that point back. He desperately needs to get that point back.
Larry, however, is showing the power of the mobile Blitzkrieg.
Here comes the Chimera. It's gonna stop that.
Chimera is just gonna roll through there. He doesn't even pop the men out. Let's just stare at this Commissar motherfucker riding on top.
That is overkill for that. That is overkill.
Larry should have left a squad in the Chimera so he would have used the Hole Bolter. Funnily enough, the Hole Bolter on the Chimera is the highest DPS weapon.
Got more looters.
Oh, he got some Storm Boys. Bit late for it, though. Oh, wait, no, those are the Ludas.
Got a job for us.
Yeah.
Their icon changed for me.
Yeah.
The boys, we've got 200 points left.
Look at how fast his VPs are dropping.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. I was really rooting for Mr. Duck here.
Unfortunately, Larry is demonstrating German efficiency.
We got enough to lead us, boys. What up? Here for years.
Now Larry just looks like he's trampling plants for fun. Oh no, he's rolling right up to his power supply.
Now he's flanking the Orc.
It's as close to camp.
He's just riding around in his party wagon. He's in minimum range of the Beamy Death Gun and can't hit the Chimera.
No, this is not good for Mr. Duck.
Mr. Duck is Mr. Fuck.
Mr. Duck got fucked.
Mr. Duck is now Mr. Fucked.
He's making another death shred, but
Not really gonna help him. He's got a Larry has a Commissar with the Power Fist and a Las Cannon. So the Las Cannon is just sitting in his base right now.
he managed to sneakily get that victory point back, but
Larry isn't capping that victory point. He's just leaving it. What Mr. Duck really needs are tank busters.
perhaps Larry's confidence could be his downfall. Who knows?
Larry is riding his whole army around in a single blob.
They killed the death shred's coming back.
Hey, we're losing them.
If the Chimera was destroyed with the units in it, would all the units in it be destroyed?
No, they'll just drop out when it crashes. Unfortunately, the Chimera is faster than the Death Dread by 1.5.
Yeah, it can't quite get in there. Oh, there we go.
Larry's Las Cannon is moving it in. Oh, Larry has a Lehman Russ. He's tier 3. I hadn't even noticed.
Oh shit!
Panzer!
Oh, there. This is not good.
Achtung!
Mr. Duck.
Panzer!
We tangled up proper.
Here comes the Lehman bus!
And there goes an Orc's corpse flying through the air. Fractal physics are going insane. It's all over the place. The Orc corpse is still not landed.
I don't have that, unfortunately. The Orc Corps just had a sieger and flew into the river, but, one of the great things... It happens with Orcs and Eldar, most commonly, because of their, rigging, which will cause one of the bones to get
There
stuck
goes the
inside of another
Chimera.
one. Oh, Chimera's dead, but there goes the Death Thread. It was
Yeah,
a trade-off.
Chimera's just been replaced by this Lehman Russ, though.
The Lehman Russ with a Vanquisher cannon.
Another Death Dread straight out of the Orc base, though.
Larry's already replacing the Chimera. He gives no fucks.
Mr. Duck has been very resilient this fight, but German efficiency.
It's a
Out
problem.
full force.
It's a problem. It's German efficiency in the Blitzkrieg. There's not a whole lot you could do.
It's a big problem. Big problem for Poland today.
Working on that gear up, boss.
Unfortunately, Mr. Duck keeps blobbing, which Larry loves blobs.
He's driving this way.
Mr. Duck has tried to rewrite history, but it looks like it's just going the same way.
Oh, down, leave a mark.
That's okay though, Mad. If that means anything, that means the British are going to stomp Larry any day now. And there goes the Death Dread to the last cannon.
Dear fucking god.
Oh, Lehman Russ is down!
Whoa, what happened there?
The Death Gun got it.
Get away from me, death gun, you bitch.
A nice final hit, but that's not going to save him now.
I knew Larry was gonna say that.
Mein Panzer!
9!
All Mr. Duck can say is GG. Handing out those Gs. Oh, this is a sad day for Mr. Duck fans everywhere.
Poor Mr. Duck. Good thing he doesn't have to actually fight Larry.
Yeah.
Mein Panzer! 9!
All of Poland's vodka has been forfeited now. It's being shipped out to Larry's house as we speak.
Yeah, as we speak, Larry is now consuming all of the vodka. Dut. Let's get Larry back in here to hear what he has to say.
Damn shame for Mr. Duck.
Hello?
Larry, how was it?
Na, mein Panzer!
I knew you'd say that. Let's see if Mr. Duck will join us, and,
Oh, you have him on Skype?
yeah. Hello, Mr. Duck.
Where's
How
the
was
vodka?
the invasion of Poland?
It never happened.
Tricking happened, as you can see.
It's a damn good fight, though.
Damn good fight. It was almost a perfect reenactment, because we know that, the Polish went around with their lances on their horses and knights' armor against German panzers.
There
Indeed.
was so much backcapping. It was like, oh god, they're taking the victory point on the other side. That's how it felt like.
Oh, it was a good fight anyway. It was a good fight.
It was a good fight, but I think you owe Larry all the vodka.
Yeah.
Give me the vodka. Mine is almost
Larry
empty.
won because I was already drunk.
Larry's been drinking since game 1.
Yeah. Holy shit, I'm
like-
drinking right now.
It's like kindred spirits.
Obviously.
But it was a good fight. Good job, Larry.
I never drop again. Quotation marks end.
He said you'd rewrite history. Well, you've certainly rewritten Larry's history. You destroyed his panzers.
Well, I was actually replacing the Lehman Russ at the very end there.
Oh, yeah, you replaced the Chimera the moment it was wrecked.
Yeah, dude, you know, I couldn't move it because it was surrounded by guardsmen, like, oh.
Larry, by the way, good tactic for the Chimera is to leave one guard squad in there because
I know,
Garrison
because
the DPS
I just love when there's sudden,
Yeah.
clown car effect.
yeah.
I just love the clown car effect.
But
That's why I'm doing
could
it.
have done so much more if you just left your men in there.
The heavy weapon team was kind of not necessary in my opinion. I should have gone earlier T2. Well, the last cannon actually was very good against the very first Death Dread. Basically,
Yeah, it came out of nowhere.
I was guessing that he had. I didn't hit his power once, so he must have had a lot of power at that point. So I was guessing.
Actually, Larry, he didn't have power until halfway through the game.
Well, you see, he didn't spend any power unless, big shooters. That was the only power he spent, so he must have had quite a lot of power. So I was thinking he's going to field vehicles soon, and apparently my last cannon was exactly ready when the Death Dread walked in.
It was funny because you upgraded it
That
just
was-
at that moment.
Yeah, that was just very lucky.
So, Mr. Duck, how do you feel about tomorrow? You feel like you're gonna win?
I'm not part of
Let's
the
hope
competition.
so.
I mean,
So,
you don't have Larry to face off against tomorrow. You've got
Yes!
you've got Zyklon, Bioris, and Deep Fried Chicken.
Well,
I haven't
that's-
seen Bioros today, did I?
Bioris couldn't be here today, so he did his advancement match yesterday.
Okay.
Oh, you and Bioris are the only ones who can afford a loss. So it'll likely be you two showing down.
I don't know. Zyklon has been
Zyklon,
pretty good himself.
he's been pretty good himself, but he already has one loss.
Yeah,
Sure.
but that was because of Granite, and Granite is honestly really not a good player.
Yeah, through no fault of his own. I think it would be the match of the century if it was Mr. Duck and Zyklon facing off.
Maybe
Well,
it'll
that-
be. We'll find out tomorrow.
Well, it looks like we're both early game players, so I guess it would be fun.
Definitely.
I also played IG just now because I hadn't seen any Imperial Guard in this. Wait, there was one. What?
Yesterday,
Yeah, the 1v1.
yesterday, though, Larry, we had 6 Imperial Guard.
Oh.
Everyone played Imperial Guard yesterday.
Imperial Guard is honestly really hard to play in the early game.
Yeah, Imperial Guard have the weakest tier 1.
Yeah, like, what the fuck do you do against melee apart from Sentinel Stomps?
And Catechins, but they're the most expensive tier 1 unit.
Yeah, it's so that you get the even if you're dude, they're so expensive you can't get them right away. Like for Space Marines, you have shotguns. You can field them within like 2 minutes of the game. But Catechins require like almost 5 minutes.
Yeah, and that's post-nerf Catechins as well. Catechins used to be a lot cheaper.
Fucking hell.
Everyone has their drawbacks, I guess. Guard can outgun everyone, basically.
The Guard
Eldar?
can outshoot anyone in tier 2.
I'm not an Ogryn fan, to be honest. Like Ogryns can be good.
Ogrins are really only good for catching things off guard. Their DPS is just too low to make them effective, and their health is too low.
Or as meatbags.
Yeah, that's their only purpose actually. But
Yeah. They're a melee disruption unit.
yeah, like Space Marines are a melee disruption as well. They don't do very much damage, but they at least have a fucking jump.
Then you have Chaos, who doesn't actually have a disruption unit.
So are they going to be public games now?
We can move on to public games, yes.
Everything changed in that game when I got the Chimera. You
Bloody
honestly
Chimera.
should have spec more into anti-vehicle.
Alright, I'm setting up a public game, so just join if you want. That goes for anyone.
Well,
I'm
I could
only
have
joining if
prepared
you
for
need
a
to.
vehicle, but I'm more of an early game player. I prefer to smash my enemy quickly and be
Well,
done with it.
You see, if you're
It didn't work.
if you're an early game player, you gotta prepare for vehicles, or at least crush your enemy's power. You were not going for my power at all. Like you had a very early advantage, but you didn't go for my power. That's why I was able to get into it.
Well, that was my mistake. I
Yeah.
focused The victory points in the
Also,
requisition.
that map had a very natural power. Like the power was way on the one side of the map.
Okay, what
Oh.
you need to do in the future is field an army of Witchers.
That is cheating.
Field an army of Witchers equipped with power swords.
Because power swords are necessary for guardsmen.
Easy.
Now we just have open 3v3s for anyone who wants to join.
Who's King Leoric?
I don't know. I'm moving to you, Larry.
Okay.
Hey, who's this guy? A guy who only plays Space Marines.
Amazing. How can someone do that, actually?
The most mainstream player.
No, like, how can this dude play only one faction? I really don't get it. Like, there's faction I don't like to play as much, but I still swap factions.
You know, most people who main Space Marines also aren't very good players. They just go with the easiest faction.
Especially that's the easiest faction, yeah.
They probably fear to try something new.
See,
As well.
it's
He's
just all
playing
Space,
Space Marines!
all Space Marines. I almost want to kick them for being bad.
I'm just very salty in this game.
I don't like Space Marine games. They're so boring.
The only really exciting thing about them is plasma cannons, assault marines, and librarians. That's the only really exciting stuff they have. In
And
my
the other
opinion.
boring thing with Space Marines is no one dies.
Especially Ultra Smurfs.
You're not made to die.
I'm also
No
going
problem.
to stop the stream because there's no need for it anymore. Anyone watching can join in if they want.